Tepu, Assalamu alaikum, Namaste, Harun Nefer. This is Qesankh by Keperu with another exciting video for you. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to get rich in 2023. But before I go into that, I want you to hit the like button on this video. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. Hit the subscribe button to get notifications on when I go live and when I upload recorded videos. And if you're interested in knowing more about my spiritual teachings, you can scroll down below, click on any one of the 4 ebooks and download them today. They're totally free and you can start reading. However, if that's not enough, you can become a Patreon supporter for as little as $1, $5, $20 per month. It's up to you. You will get exclusive access to instructional videos on the spiritual and esoteric, videos that will teach you how to meditate, how proper breathing exercises are done, how to communicate with your ancestors, how to summon spirits for your protection, how to do a money ritual, how to do self-hypnosis to curb your overeating or your nicotine addiction or forcing yourself to get back to the gym, all done through hypnotherapy, hypnosis, which our ancestors called trance. So keep that in mind. And if you are a Sarah level supporter, you'll get all your oracle readings for free. Keep that in mind. So become a Patreon supporter today. Last but not least, share this video with family and friends so we can get the revolution started. So, Harun Nefer, Assalamu alaikum, Namaste, Grand Rising. I want to talk to you about the upcoming year, which is going to be full of excitement, depending upon if you properly prepare for it. You see, most people, when the new year comes about, to make a New Year's resolution, and many times it's about, losing weight, going to the gym, maybe getting rid of old friends, embracing new friends. But I think what's really key on many people's plate is abundance or financial prosperity, getting rich. Now, I want you to keep something in mind. I remember seeing a story about this billionaire. I forget how much money he had, like a lot of money, like, I don't know, 100 billion or something. And they said that he has never been photographed or in the media before until now. And to me, this was no shock and surprise because some of the richest people in the world, your trillionaires, because there are trillionaires out there, have never been photographed, or they don't seek public attention like some of these rappers do when they're flossing or fronting and putting fake money out there and trying to pretend it's their real money. The real elite, wealthy people, they shy away from attention. They shy away from the cameras. You know, when you see people like, what's that guy's name? Andrew Tate. And, I don't take him seriously. You know what I mean? Because, one of the one of the things that perturbed me about my brother and where he took a wrong path in life was he became very materialistic, and that caused a lot of problems in his life. What's up, man? What's up? Caused a lot of problems in his life. And when you focus your life on material pursuits, then it's a no-win situation. You're not going to win because you can't take it with you. And the more you get, the more you want. It's a never-ending hole that you can't fill. But when you set your sights on spiritual elevation, what you find is that you'll reach a state of peace and prosperity. And if you manage to become Osir in this lifetime, you will gain access to spiritual powers to where you can manifest whatever you want. You'll have a life of abundance. And what is our definition of abundance? Remember, it's the ability to do what you need to do when you need to do it. Abundance is not about hoarding wealth. That is a warped capitalistic idea. When you're seeing these trillionaires and billionaires, they can never spend that much money in their entire lives. So why do they need that much money? When having excess depletes other people. Some of these trillionaires have more money than third world countries. And I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of these trillionaires are the royal family who are from the Middle East and gain their wealth through fossil fuel, through oil. And this is an antiquated thing, but the system keeps it going because people are making money off this. So these Arabs, what do they do with their money? Well, they're supposed to be Muslims, but yet they go and buy women, specifically white women, blonde women. They go and spend lavishly, buying castles and lining the tiles with gold. One even bought a car. I forgot which car it was, but it wasn't enough that he got one of the most expensive cars in the world. He lined the car with gold. Now, if you remember the story of the richest man in the world, who was Mansa Musa, who also was a Muslim, when he traveled to Mecca, he brought his entourage with him and lots of gold. But what did he do with all that gold? He gave it away to the peasants. He gave so much away that he bankrupted many of the economies that he was passing through. Because when you introduce that much gold into an economy, it creates an imbalance. And of course, he didn't do it on purpose, but he was a very genuine man who his generosity hurt the economy of these nations, and he didn't realize that would be a byproduct of his generosity. But these men that we're talking about today, these billionaires and trillionaires, are the most greedy, self-centered, egotistical people in the way they spend money. Yes, Jeff Bezos, we're talking about you. Because they hoard all this money knowing full well they can never spend it. And the money is taken off the backs of these individuals. Let's look, for example, when you have someone like a Jeff Bezos and the Elon Musk, think about what the people working under them are making in these factories, in the shipping factories. A little more than minimum wage with $15 an hour. Think about Apple and the iPhone and where the parts for those iPhones are come from and are assembled in third world countries where you have children. They've employed children in these third world countries to help build these iPhones. And they're paid so poorly. What is it, like $2 a week? $2 a week. You have rich billionaires mining for diamonds in Africa. And how much are the miners being paid? Not the miner, but the miners who mine for these diamonds in Africa. These men and women cannot keep the diamonds even though it's on their land, in their land. But they have to give it over to this consortium of billionaires, these diamonds. While they make a buck, maybe 50 cents a day, maximum maybe $1 a day. Children work on cocoa farms, getting growing the cocoa leaf that makes chocolate for Hershey's, Snickers. Children are working. This is not Willy Wonka here. These children are working for the cocoa beans to make this chocolate and are paid pennies by these chocolate companies. But do we say anything? No, we enjoy the fruits of their labor. And we try to put it out of our head that these children are being used as slave labor for these big corporate conglomerates. But the news media keeps it out of your purview because they don't want you to get upset. But see, your American way of life comes at a price that you turn a blind eye to what's going on, because you don't acknowledge this and do anything about it. When I was flying, there's some airlines I know that are giving me a more comfortable ride than others. But overall, I noticed how they compact us in like sardines. And I asked, why? Why? Why don't we have enough leg room? Why are we so close in proximity to other people? Because that gives them an opportunity to put more seats to make more money. But if they would just remove some seats, we'd have more leg room, more shoulder room, and have a more comfortable ride. But then that means that the bottom line is they wouldn't make as much money as they can. And that is the goal of capitalism. You know what I'm saying? Because in the end, they want to squeeze out as much profit as they can. And they always think of new ways to do it off your backs. But anyway, I didn't come here to talk about that. By the way, if you get an opportunity, please donate to the channel. Don't forget to forward the video off to family and friends. And speaking of forwarding the video, YouTube has, I just got off of a jail with YouTube. It's like a 30-day suspension. And no sooner did I get off that and started like posting, then I looked up and I saw I got hit with another 30-day suspension. Off nothing, because they're not reading my posts. They're not like really looking into my posts, because if they would see there's nothing I post that's offensive, because it's all spiritual knowledge. And I kind of contacted some friends and they were like, yeah, Facebook, they target Black people. And I was like, well, they're definitely targeting me for no reason, you know? So I said to myself, I'm really getting sick of this nonsense because but 60 days ago, Facebook actively allowed people to bully me. They were calling me names, they were making memes. Facebook did nothing. In fact, they let the thing go viral. But one little thing that they find that they can make an issue to keep me off the platform they use. And there's no real way to contact them to dispute it or say something. I think the idea of taking legal action because there's nothing that I posted that was against community guidelines, but they use that as a means to do anything they can to shut me out and to keep the message from spreading. You guys should know that. So I'm kind of like getting tired of these this and I was actually taking an audit of just the content of Facebook, and to me it has gone downhill to where what you're getting is nothing but advertisements by the big companies, the big conglomerates for your next Marvel film, for some gadget they want to sell. It's really sad, you know? I remember Facebook used to be a great place to just communicate and go back and forth and argue over ideas, you know, and get into nice little debates and thoughts. And now it's not like that anymore. And Facebook is actively, you know, being prejudicial in what content that they allow up and not, you know? Oh, thank you. Uh, you know, thank you. It's ridiculous. And I know they're targeting black people because we know that YouTube is was targeting black people because they put out a article not too long ago talk about how black content creators were not promoted as much as white content creators. You know, you can see that it's very recognizable when you have two content creators with similar content. One is white, one is black. Suddenly, the algorithm pushes the white content creator to the top. On YouTube alone, I was like being penalized every time I turned around. Video spiritual channel. When I look on other channels, people cursing and swearing and beefing with other content creators. I've never beefed with anybody. You don't see me swearing. You don't see me calling people names. But yet they were like, "Oh, we're gonna take your videos down." Just because it's a message of the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's a joke. But now let's get to the topic of today, the real discussion, shall we? Let's just get to talking about how to get rich in 2023, shall we? All right, let's talk about this. As I was saying before, many of us take this New Year's resolution, and by March, it's gone. We dropped it, we forgot about it. But if you plan your year out accordingly, you can set yourself up for real success, real abundance, real riches. And I am talking about doing your yearly oracle reading on what faculties or what shaping factors will ensure your success. Starting with the Maduna Tarot, the Oracle of Tahuti, and then going to the I-ching, because they will let you know, listen, this is your path to success. You know, if you focus on this, you will be successful. But many of us don't do that. See, we don't take the oracle serious and we don't look at their advice. I would even say to astrology, if you go to a good astrologer and they do the chart, you should be able to look at what factors will ensure your success for 2023. You know, you can see if you're going to have a difficult year or you're going to have an auspicious year. And you can start to plan accordingly. Like, for example, you can go to the oracle and say, if I want to get rich this year and live in abundance, what career should I focus on? What industry should I focus on? That's the question. That's getting what we would call as market insight knowledge. Like, insider trading. You're getting the 411 from God because that's who you're communicating with the oracle. You're getting the message from God directly. God is telling you, if you get into this industry, you're going to make a lot of money. The only question is, do you have the will to stick it out through the ups and the downs? Long time ago, the oracle told me you need to get into tech because you were born in Atlantis. Years ago, you were in Atlantis, and Atlantis was a high, technologically advanced civilization. And you have been reborn and you still have that knowledge. So if you get into tech, you will be able to revolutionize it. You will be able to do some awesome things in that field. So get into that and you will make some money as well. You know, so I want you to keep that in mind that this oracle is out to help you, to give you the secret you need to succeed. But we've been taught in this Western civilization to just trust your mind or to go with your feelings. Doesn't work. That doesn't work. If it did, we'd all be rich. You know what I mean? And if you think, let me just dispel a rumor that's going on out there. When you hear these stories of Elon Musk and all these guys out there talking about how they started their business with $5 or $100, they're lying. That's just a hype story because most of them came from influential families or wealthy families. So what's the difference? Wealthy families, they got a loan, money to start their business, capital. Influential families, meaning the families were well connected to give them a leg up in starting their business. It is not that easy to amass $1 billion in wealth without some type of huge injection of capital or very, very influential people around you to pave the way and to open doors for you. But the media is very good on telling these phony rags to riches stories. Not that they don't happen, but these individuals that you see who are mega billionaires and trillionaires. I mean, when you look at the trillionaires in the Middle East, they're part of the royal family. So they were born into that wealth. They control the oil industry. How likely is it that for you to have a family or uncle of someone in your family who controls oil? No. So this whole idea of you amassing that amount of wealth is not feasible. But there are things that you can do when the oracle opens the way and shows you the path. And the oracle says, you know what? You need to get into fiber optics. You can make a lot of money in that. You need to get into robotics. But too many of us want to do things that are proven failures. A t-shirt business, a fashion line. I mean, come on. How many fashion lines are out there? How many t-shirts out there? A sneaker company. Really? There are avenues of opportunity that we haven't explored yet and haven't been locked down by the oligarchy that we can still take advantage of. If you had did your oracle readings right, the oracle would have told you that the crypto was going to take a nosedive and to stay away from that. I never got involved in crypto. My oracle reading didn't spell out getting rich in crypto. So I said, I'm not going to bother with it. I have to focus on efforts that will pay off as per the oracle's instructions. And you, in doing your own thing and pursuing your goals and ambitions, you're going to have family members and friends who are going to turn their back on you because you're not going to be doing the average thing that everybody else is doing, pursuing their little rap career, pursuing a t-shirt company, pursuing their sneaker company. They're going to laugh. But you'll have the last laugh in the end. Because when it pays off, it'll pay off big. Because first to market is first to mind. And you will be known as an innovator, a pioneer. But you have to first go to the oracle and ask the oracle what avenue of opportunity for the year 2023 will be successful for you, will bring you abundance and money. There's nothing wrong with asking God that. God wants you to be rich. So go do your oracle reading and then focus alone on that oracle reading. We hear these dumb stories about people, talking about how, oh, they were focused, they're narrowly focused on this and this, and you know what? They made it. They became successful, but they were lucky. Because if you don't have a plan backed up by something, to be so narrowly focused is dangerous. You've got to be also realistic in what you're doing. You know? So don't have blinders on. Research that industry. Again, through your oracle readings. And if the oracle gives you the green light, go after it with all your might. And one of the most important things you can do is have a mate that's in your corner that's going to back you up. And if you two can work on the business together, that is bliss. That is wonderful. If you have someone in your corner who believes in you, who wants to see you succeed, that's going to be very, very helpful. When I was producing my movies, one of the high priest in the temple, when I was talking about choosing a mate, and he was asking me, "Well, can she type?" And I was perplexed at what he meant by that. He says, "Well, she's gonna have to type your scripts, right?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's a good point." you know, you can follow your dreams and follow your passion, but just make sure that the oracle sanctions it. The oracle says this is the route you need to go. This is the route that's going to open up, because the oracle is connected to the Akashic records. The oracle is connected to God, to Huti, Hermes. Its wisdom is infinite. It can see everything. It can see the future. It can see the past. It can see the present. And it's not going to tell you to go on a path that is going to make you a loser. It's going to tell you to pursue something that's going to make you a winner. And then the money will be flowing in. Yes, you'll be raking in the dollars and you'll have the oracle to thank for it. But you got to trust the oracle readings. You got to go to the oracle first. You got to humble yourself to say, I don't know. Pick 5 things maybe that you're interested in, you want to pursue, and then go and do it and get an oracle reading done for all 5, and then figure out which path is the best for you. And then pursue it. Too many people that start something, get locked into it, only to realize when they do the oracle reading, the oracle says that was not the thing you needed to go into. And they found themselves trapped, invested a bunch of money in it. It's not paying off. And that's a very scary situation to be in. Oh, you got your solar objective reading about a week ago. That's awesome. Good. So you need to follow that path that God lays out for you, because God's only looking out for your well-being. But your mind is tainted by emotions and about media programming. You think you want to be an actor, a DJ, a rapper. That's all emotional based, coming from the lower chakra, coming from the Sahu in you. You understand? And also, God has a plan for you. And God wants you to follow that plan. And you need to know what that plan is, right? So you gotta trust in God, you know? You gotta trust in God. Oh wow, it's a challenging reading there. So don't leave it to chance. Don't leave it to think that, oh, because you have a good feeling about something, that's the way to go. It may be, but let it be backed up by oracle reading that says, yeah, this is the path that you need to go. You know, even I will go to a diviner to just make sure I'm on the right path, because I've got to, even though I could do the oracle readings for my own sake, I don't want my own emotions to to taint the reading, to make me prejudicial. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind. And if you want an oracle reading done, you know, you can just reach out to me and schedule one on my website, qesankh.com. I want to thank you all for, let me just take a look at that real quick. Hexagram 6 into 10. Yeah, I think I got that for this year too. That's interesting. Hexagram 6, first line into 10. Oh my God, you're gonna have to be very careful this year. Very, very careful this year, and do your readings on major decisions in your life. Otherwise, you're going to have some major conflicts that are going to come up. And yeah, it can still be a good year for you, as long as you do readings on things before you act. You got that? So anyway, this is Qesankh Ma'a Keperu, son of Ma'at and Tehuti. My aunt is the beautiful goddess Heteru. Until my next video, Amen Ra.